Good evening, ma. Am I audible? Nitin. Sharath. Am I audible? Okay. Okay, what we discussed in the last session? What we discussed in the last session? Can anyone please respond? 33. Prim's algorithm. Okay, very good, right? Prim's algorithm, which is used to construct the minimum spanning tree. Same like to construct the minimum cost spanning tree, we are having one more algorithm that is nothing but Krinskall's algorithm. How can we construct the Krinskall's algorithm? We'll see now. For simple graph, first we'll construct the spanning trees like earlier class. See, I'm considering only 4 vertices and then we'll move on to the Krinskall's algorithm. 1, 2, 3, 4. This cost is 2, this cost is 5, 1, 3, and 4. Assume these are the given cost and this is the spanning. This is the given graph. See how many spanning trees are possible. First we'll construct. Some possible spanning trees I'm constructing here, which is 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 4. Next is again 1, 2, 2, 2 to 4, and 4 to 3. Next is 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 2 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 2. This is one more possible way. Next, another possible way is 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4. One more possible way is 1 to 2, 2 to 4, and 2 to 3. These are the possible spanning trees. Among all these possible spanning trees, which one will choose the minimum spanning tree means we have to again we have to write the costs on the corresponding edges. 2, 1, 3. What is which is finally what is the answer? 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is equals to? See, anyone please respond. 31, are you there? 31, 33, 34,
6.
which is equal to 6, right? Here, if I write 2, 4, 3, what is the cost? 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9. If I write here 2, 1, 4, which is equals to 7. Okay, if I write here 1, 4, and 3, what is the cost here? We'll get 8. Next, 2, 5, 3, which is equals to 10. Okay, here it is 2, 5, and 4, which is equals to 11. right? Among all the cost here, assume this is option number A, figure number A. Figure number A is giving me 6, 9, 7, 8, 5, 11. Which is minimum one?
1.
1. That is whose cost is equals to 6. Simply already we are familiar with Prim's algorithm, right? So what we will get using Prim's, we'll see now. Same graph I'm drawing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the graph we have taken. What are the values? 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3. What is Prim's algorithm? Prim's algorithm means, okay, Prim's algorithm means start with some starting vertex. I am assuming my starting vertex is equals to 1. So from 1, there are 2 possible moves. In these 2 possible moves, 1, 2, 3 will give me the minimum cost. So I am moving in this direction. Okay, so the cost is 1, 2, 3 is 1. Now, my known vertices are 1 and 3. The possible minimum cost is 254. Among this 254, 2 is the minimum cost. So I can move to 1, 2, 2. Now 1, 2, 3 are the known vertices. The possible ways are 5, 4, 3. Among 5, 4, 3, 3 is the minimum one. So I can move from 2 to 4. What it is giving, the overall cost is equals to 6. So among all the possible solutions, 6 is the minimum one. Without constructing these many spanning trees and checking which one is giving the minimum one, we are having some prescribed procedure where we can get the minimum cost directly using that procedure. That is nothing but the Prim's, right, which is equals to 6. We got the same answer. Okay. Now Kruskals. Kruskals is also another procedure to find the minimum cost spanning tree. For example, by using the Kruskals algorithm, suppose if we construct the spanning tree, Kruskals algorithm means no need to start with the starting vertex. In the given graph, you choose which one is the minimum one that you choose. Okay, among all the costs, which one is the minimum one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one is the minimum one?
1 to 3.
1, 2, 3 is the minimum one. Very good. Next minimum one. No need to maintain the known vertex and unknown vertex. Nothing is there.
1 to 2.
1 to 2 is the minimum one. Next minimum one is the 1 to 2, whose cost is 2. Next minimum one is 3. Have we got the same graph or not using Prim's and Kruskals? Have we got the same graph or not? Same subgraph, same spanning tree. Right, but the procedure is different. Here we have followed, we are moving with starting vertex, but here we are not moving. We are not moving based on the starting vertex. Simply we are choosing which one is giving me the minimum one, that I am picking, right? I'll explain one more example. After that, I'll give you an example to solve. Okay, assume this is the given graph. Now, by using Kruskal's algorithm, which edge will you consider? Tell me. Which edge will you consider? Can any one of you please respond and tell me which edge will you consider? See,
4 to 5.
What 31?
4 to 5.
4 to 5. Okay. 4 to 5 is the minimum. Among all the costs, if you have any confusion, you just note down all the costs. Okay. All the costs, if I note it down, 5, 25, 22, 6, next 5, 25, 22, 6, 17, 28, 9, 15, 2, 13, 29, and 4. Which one is the minimum one? Which one is the minimum one? 2 is the minimum. Where you are getting that 4 to 5? So I'm directly drawing an edge from 4 to I'm directly drawing an edge from 4 to 5, whose cost is 2. Got it, ma? Next minimum one. Among all the costs, next minimum one is? Among all this, next minimum one is? Please respond.
4.
4 is the minimum one. Where you are getting this 4, 6 to
3 to 6.
or 3 to 6. So 3 to 6 is the minimum one. So why I am crossing it means, which means we have already visited. Next minimum one is
6.
5 to 25, 22, which is the next minimum.
5.
5 is
5.
the next
5.
minimum. Where we are getting that 5? 1,
1 to 7.
1 to 0, 0 to 1. Okay, 5. Next minimum one is 6. 1 to 4 is the edge. Next 6. Okay, next minimum one.
8.
We have completed. Next is 8, right? 8. Where is that 8? See, it is 28 now. It is not simple 8, it is 28. So don't consider.
9, ma'am.
It is 9. So
4 to 3.
this is 9. Next, 13, I think, right?
Yes,
4
ma'am.
to 6. If I write 4 to 6, what happens? It will
Closed loop.
create a closed circuit. Will you consider it?
No.
No. So cross it. Next, after 13, which one is the minimum one?
17.
17 or 15? If I consider 15, it will also will become a closed
Closed.
circuit, right? So we will not consider it. Next 17. So 4 to 2. We did not visit 2 at, right? So we are considering it. 17 also visited. Next one. Which one will you consider? 20?
22 will be closed, ma'am.
22. If I draw 22 edge, it will be a closed circuit. So I'm not considering it. Next 25, right? If I consider 25,
Closed. That's all, ma'am.
again closed loop. Next, after this 28, if I consider 28, it will also a closed circuit.
Closed.
Don't consider. So we have visited all the vertices. We'll check 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are having the connection too. Now what is the total here? Tell me. 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 plus what is 4 to 2? It is 17, right? 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 plus 17 is 28. 28 plus 9 is 37. 37 plus 2 is 39. 39 plus 4 is 43. Did you understand this example? Say yes or no. Did you understand? Shall I give one example? Will you solve it? Assume this is the given graph. Construct the Kruskal's algorithm. Construct the Kruskal's minimum cost spanning tree for this. Got the question? Did I miss any cost? Please respond. Are you there? Okay, please solve it. See, 1, 2, 3 weight is 11, 1, 2, 4 weight is 8. Sharath, I have given the values. Completed, ma? Still doing or completed? If completed, what is the answer? I'll give 5 more minutes. Please complete. Okay, ma, we'll see this example. From 1, which one will you consider? 78, you got 31. Okay, we'll check. From 1, we are having 4. Sorry, which one is the minimum? We are following Driscoll's, no? Which one is the minimum one? Please respond, any one of you.
1 to 8. 1 to 4. 1 to 4.
1 to 4 is the minimum one. Very good. Now I'm considering it like 8. Next minimum one is, among all the costs, next minimum one is 1
1 to
to
3. 3.
3 is the next minimum one. Next minimum cost is
1 to 2.
1 to 2. Very good. It is 1 to 2. Next minimum cost is
5 to 6.
5 to 6. Very good. 5 to 6. Next minimum cost
2 to 5.
2 to 5. Next minimum cost. Next minimum is
4 to 7.
if I draw, it will create a closed circuit. So I'm not considering this particular edge. Next 18. If I draw 18 also, this one will create a loop. 3 to 4. If I draw this, it will also will create a problem. Next, this is 13, right? I did not write. Okay, next is 4 to
7.
7. 4 to 7, which means it is 20. Next, which one will you consider?
That's
If
all,
I
ma'am.
consider it, it will create a closed loop. If I consider it, it will create a closed loop. We have listed all the vertices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what is the overall cost we got? 11 plus 12, which is 23, 23 plus 8, which is 31, 31 plus 14, 45, 45 plus 13, which is 58, 58 plus 20, 78. Did you understand, ma? Driscoll's algorithm and Prim's algorithm.
Yes, ma'am.
Say yes or no. What about remaining? Okay. Will you able to write the algorithms? Will you able to write the algorithm for Prim's as well as Driscoll's? Will you able to try it? At least try. Will you try? I'll give you 5 minutes time. Please try to write the algorithms. If not, I'll explain the Prim's in this session, Driscoll's in the next session. Okay. Sharath, have you tried the algorithm? See, I have explained you the program, right? Got it, Sharath? Okay, ma, we'll see the algorithm. Is my screen visible? Now, first algorithm we'll discuss about Prim's algorithm. Algorithm Prim's of okay, I'm passing some array A. Array is nothing but what is A? Can anyone tell me what is A? Why I'm passing an array? Or else I'm passing like a cost. Why I'm passing this cost? Can anyone please tell me? See, because we cannot able to draw the graph in the program part, or we cannot able to pass the algorithm as an argument to this. So we are using, yes, roll number 3, very good. We can show the graph in the form of adjacency matrix. So cost is a matrix where this cost is a two-dimensional matrix. So cost comma n stands for number of vertices. E is simply for representing the edges. These I am passing as my arguments. First, initially what I am doing is minimum cost is equals to 0, I'm assuming. Okay, and some min is equals to, when I don't know the value, I'm simply assuming it like infinity. I don't have the symbol, simply I'm considering it like triple nine. Triple nine means which is the maximum value I'm assuming here. Okay, now after assuming this, what we have to do for I is equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Okay. Next, for j is equals to 0, j less than or equals to I am giving. Why I am giving j less than or equals to I means till this point only the known vertex is I only, because this is Prim's no, we cannot directly take the edge. So whatever the known vertex, suppose the starting vertex if they give it as 1 means we have to check which one will give you the minimum cost from 1. We cannot check from 6. We can check only from 1. That's why I have given j less than or equals to I and then j plus plus. Is anybody having doubt up to this point? Please let me know. Any doubt regarding these two steps? Why I have taken here n means we are going through all the vertices. Why I have taken here I means this is nothing but only the known part. Any doubts up to this point? Say yes or no. 31. Sharath. Or else 34. Okay then. So j is equals to 0, j less than or equals to I, j plus plus. Next what I am doing, observe carefully. If cost of I j, if cost of ij less than min, if cost of ij less than min, then what I'm doing, I'm updating the minimum value. I'm updating my min is equals to, I'm updating my min is equals to cost of ij, which means cost of ij, which means here, for example, if we consider one is having two edges, one is having two edges, two, as well as one is having one more edge. I cannot able to draw here, so you assume like this. One is having two edges, 2 and 3. 2's cost I'm assuming like 4, and 2 to 3 cost is like some 3 only. Okay, so I is equals to 0 means I is equals to 0 means from starting vertex 0. Okay. Next j is equals to 0 means from 1 to 2 we are verifying cost of 1 to 2 less than min. Cost of 1 to 2 is 4. 4 less than min. Yes, 4 less than min is I have initialized it to 999. No, so 4 less than 999 is obviously true. So my min value is updated to this 999 is updated to 4. Next, again I'm repeating this j. From 0th vertex we can move. 0th vertex is nothing but 1. 1 from 1 we can move to 3 also. So move to 3 also. Cost of ij, I is 0 only, j is 1. Another vertex, that is next vertex. Less than min. Less than min means min is already 4. The cost of this cost of ij is 3 less than 4. Is it true or false? 3 less than 4. True. True means I am updating my minimum to 3. Is it clear, all of you? This is what we have written in the programming part also. If you observe here, cost of, where we have written if cost of ij less than min, min is equals to cost of ij. That's what we have written in this part also. Am I clear, ma'am? Am I clear? Where is that? Okay. This is cost of ij. Next thing is what I am updating means some u is equals to I and v is equals to j. What does it mean? Means I am considering whatever the minimum value you have considered. So 1, 2, 3 I am considering. Now my u is equals to 1 and v is equals to 3. Next what I am doing, observe carefully. I am closing all the loops. Next, observe carefully. If visited of u not or else equals to false, or visited of v is equals to false. If both are false, we are making it like a true because we have considered the minimum one. No, so we are making this visited of u is equals to visited of v is equals to visited of v is equals to true. We are making these things as true. Okay. This is the algorithm for finding the minimum cost spanning tree using Prim's algorithm. Am I clear? We are making this 1, 2, 3 as true. Okay. So this procedure we have to repeat up to this we have to repeat until we reach the last vertex, until we visit the last vertex, while of some, every time we are considering edge, right? So new edge less than n. Okay, we'll repeat. Initially I'm considering my visited vertex part, NE is equals to 0. After visiting, we are making this NE plus plus. So we'll repeat this. N means 5, no? Suppose there are 5 vertices. If you assume NE plus plus means until it will repeat when all the vertices are visited. Till all the vertices are visited, the procedure will be repeated. NE plus plus, and then close this while loop. Is it clear now, all of you? Is it clear, all of you? Sharath and 31 respond now. Okay. This is the algorithm for prints. If you have any doubt, please ask. Yes, ma. Initially, NE is equals to 0 means we did not visit any vertex. NE less than N means 0 less than 5, which means 0th vertex. From 0th vertex, we are trying this. Next, NE plus plus. From first vertex, we are trying. Next, second vertex. Next, third vertex. Until we complete all the vertices, we'll calculate this. Yes, ma. We have to calculate the sum too, right? Very good. See, here I have taken min cost, no, where whenever you are considering this if part, you update that. That I forgot. Whenever you are making those two vertices are true means you are considering that edge, no? So here you can update that. Min cost is equals to min. Okay, whatever the value you have taken here, that you are considering here. For example, 1, 2, 3. So min cost is initially 0, right? So min cost plus is equals to, which means min cost is equals to min cost plus min 0 plus min 3. Next, for second vertex, if the minimum cost min is equals to 5 means already 3 is there, 3 plus 5, which is 8. We will get that. If you want to print, you can print that also. So this is here, you can close this. And after the while loop, if you want, you can print the next. Clear, ma? 31. Good. I forgot to print it. I have calculated the minimum value, but we did not add that to minimum cost. Clear, 31. Okay, ma. Sharath, is your doubt clear? Okay, then. Kruskal's algorithm we'll see in the next session. Simple algorithm, Prince is simple algorithm. We are verifying whether it is minimum or not. If it is minimum, we are making that as visited and we are adding that to minimum cost. Why today only 31 people are here? What is the strength of your class? $33. Nitin, please anyone can speak out.
60, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Manish Reddy. Why only 31 people are here?
No idea, ma'am.
$33. Okay, ma, who is your AMC?
Saranya, ma'am.
Still Saranya ma'am. What subject she is teaching?
In past semester, DS.
Last semester DS. In this semester, who is your AMC?
We didn't get any update. Still, she is our AMC.
Okay. Who is the CR? CR of this class. 31. Who is CR? Nitin.
Ma'am, Abhishek, ma'am. He is not there in the class.
Roll number 2, roll number 8, roll number 24. Roll number 8 లేదు ఇక్కడ 24 ఉన్నారా? మీరు ప్రతి క్లాస్లో ఇలాగే ఉంటారా? నా క్లాస్లోనే ఇలా ఉన్నారా? రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వకుండా. నితిన్,
Ma'am.
అన్ని క్లాసులు ఇలాగే ఉంటారా? నేను జస్ట్ క్యాజువల్గా అడుగుతున్నా అమ్మా.
కొంచెం అటు ఇటు ఎంతే మ్యామ్.
ఆ?
కొంచెం అటు ఇటు ఎంతే మ్యామ్.
కొంచెం అటు ఇటుగా ఇంతే. ఎక్కడ శరత్ నేను రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వండి 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 అంటే కూడా మీరు రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వడం. ఎనీ డిఫికల్టీ టు ఫాలో ద లెక్చర్స్?
Following, ma'am.
Then what is the problem? See, this is simple calculation. No, if you are responding means I too will get interest and I'll give you the more steps. If you are not responding means I don't know whether you are following the lectures or whether you are keeping your phone there and somewhere you are roaming. That is not the case, right? So please respond. This is programming subject which is very important for our stream. Please do respond. If you have any doubts, raise your voice. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
రిమైనింగ్ అందరూ రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వండి. చెప్పు నితిన్.
Nothing, ma'am.
ముందు అట్లీస్ట్ 33, 34 అన్నా రెస్పాండ్ అయ్యేవాళ్ళు. వాళ్ళిద్దరు కూడా ఫోన్ అక్కడ పెట్టి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నారా? 33 and 34. You there? 34 ఇంతకుముందు రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వేదానివి కదా, ఇప్పుడు ఏమి? Okay, anyway, please do respond for questions. At least if you respond, then I'll get to know that you are following. Okay? Those who are having doubts, they can stay and the remaining people can leave the session.